Hello, everybody. It's Lenny Murphy with another edition of our CEO series of interviews. And today I am joined by my good friends, Greg Wong and Dmitry Gaiduk, formerly, at least Dmitry, formerly of CoolTool, now part of Riwi. And Greg, obviously, is the CEO of Riwi. So welcome, guys. How are you?
Welcome, Lenny. Glad to be here. Thank you for having us.
Glad to have you.
Lenny.
Now, full disclosure, my history of both companies goes back a long time. I am on the board of Riwi, and that's also why I wanted to do this particular interview, because I think the vision that you guys have put forward in going through the recent acquisition of Riwi to acquiring CoolTool is just really cool and exciting. And so that's why I wanted to have both of you on to talk about that, so the rest of the industry could realize, oh, that's really cool. So now, rather than steal your thunder, let's talk about kind of the origin story for each company real quick, and then we'll get into what that coolness factor is. So, Greg, why don't you talk about Riwi first, and Dmitry, you can talk about CoolTool, and then how about the joining of the forces?
Absolutely. So thank you. So Riwi was founded about 15 years ago, really as a way to disrupt the original panel industry. Our original founder was a global health professional, and he was looking for ways to collect sentiment data around the world. And if you kind of go back 15, 16 years ago, it was really through panels or through focus groups. And so he invented this technology called random domain intercept technology, or RDIT, which is really a way of intercepting people online and providing them a survey. No incentivization, no bias for people trying to get rewards. People just answering surveys around the world because they were really interested in a topic. And over that span of years, we've done about 2 billion survey responses in 229 countries and 35 different languages. So we've really done this at scale. And where we really specialize is in helping get that sentiment data in places that are hard to reach. Right? Not necessarily just a place where everyone can go, but you want to get data in China, you want to get data in Russia, and Ukraine, in Iran. We're able to get data all around the world. We then acquired another company about 2 years ago called Research on Mobile, which did programmatic sampling. So we went from doing full service market research using our own RDIT sample. Now we added programmatic sampling, where we syndicate data and recipients to all the marketplaces as well as to our own studies. And that was the history of Riwi.
Very cool. And you did win the Insight Innovation Competition in 2015, I believe it was. So
way back when.
Yeah, way back when.
My time.
Yeah. And you
we also have one. We also have one, yeah.
You also won the Insight Innovation Competition. So Dmitry, let's talk about CoolTool.
Okay, so CoolTool exists more than 10 years, and many folks in the industry knows us as a innovative technology company. So we develop different proprietary technologies, most of them focused on applying non-conscious measurements for different areas like ad testing, package testing, UX research, and we built many different products and technologies and self-service platform, combining both robot survey engine and all those neuromarketing science-based methods in one platform. That was always our goal, to innovate and to bring new technologies to the market. So here we think like.
Yes, and the combination of sample, service, and technology. I guess that's the core. But tell us a little bit more, Greg. What drove you to think this is a really good thing for Riwi? And we should mention Riwi is a public company. So
yes, Riwi is definitely a public company. Maybe it starts with the vision of what we're really trying to do. And we're trying to help our customers make better decisions through unique and trusted and transparent data, through actionable intelligence and insights. And so when we really think about what we're doing and how we're going about doing that, is we're really doing two things. We're building a market research platform, a technology platform that can be leveraged by either brands, market research firms, or governments, academics, to manage all their market research. The other thing that we're doing is we're building a big data platform. Again, we've got 2 billion survey responses in this platform, many of those which we're able to resell and make available to people. And as we grow this set of data, we're able to query it and ask people can ask questions. What is going to happen with inflation in this country? Who's going to win the election over here? And leveraging ongoing data that we collect as well as the historical data, you can get some really interesting insights. So the combination is what we're building. But then you add CoolTool into the mix, and you think about our technology platform. We always did surveys. CoolTool may have a slightly better survey engine in some areas, but what they then add from our research tech is all the neuroscience. It's the non-conscious data capture. It's a system 1, system 2, but not just system 1, system 2, but fully integrated into one platform. We see this all over the place, that maybe someone has eye tracking or facial recognition, but it's completely from a methodology disconnected from the actual survey. With CoolTool, we bring all that together with the sample and with a whole bunch of other services and expertise to really help market researchers get whatever information they need. And again, we're just starting, right? So nothing in our vision says survey. This is just part of what we're building in this research platform, but we are hoping to become the research platform for the industry over the next number of years.
That's an exciting vision. So, Dmitry, I'm sure you heard that sales pitch from Greg and thought, yeah, where do I sign up? So.
Yeah, actually, we were excited by this sales pitch, and it's perfect in terms of this vision of Riwi. Fits perfectly, actually, to what we did, and it allows us not only to develop further these technologies in one like family of products. This vision allows us to build the future of industry. So it's not only about non-conscious data. It's not only about just like one platform. It's about dealing with different data, helping our clients to make their marketing decisions. And like I felt a really good synergy between our teams. So those things we can bring to Riwi team, and Riwi team is really, right now we're already like 1 week there together, and the excitement right now is even like more than it was before, because we feel very complementary roles of our teams one to another, and that brings us to something really interesting and exciting in the future. Hope the whole industry will heard of this.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So still in the honeymoon period. Hopefully it transitions into a long-term happy marriage, which I think that it will. So that's fantastic. So let's talk about what's next. Obviously, you got a ton of integration work. Greg, you kind of outlined this broad vision, but we are in a period of just massive disruption from various forces. Obviously, the two-letter word AI is one of those, but also an expansion of the democratization of insights across multiple stakeholder groups, which is great. The pie is getting bigger. There's also new players entering the space, some that we would, traditional suppliers, but also brands leveraging data themselves to an extent, becoming competitors as well. So as you're thinking about this, all right, you got all these ingredients and you know what the recipe is going to look like. What else are you factoring in? What's getting you excited and thinking, all right, we know there's some challenges here, but we think this is why we win?
Yeah, no, thank you. That's a great question. So you hit on a couple of things, right? One of it is around innovation. And one of the things that we really appreciate about the CoolTool platform and the CoolTool team, to be honest, is they're incredibly innovative. When you think about AI, they have built all these AI algorithms that underpin a lot of their technology. And Riwi has been an amazing sample company, and of course we leverage full service to do a lot of that stuff. But being able to learn from the CoolTool team, being able to take the kernel of the AI nuggets that they've already built that underpins their platform, and then expand that beyond the current use cases they do it, but then across the rest of the Riwi platform, I think is really, really exciting. The other thing is, Riwi has historically been really strong in financial services, international development, public policy, academics, but there's a lot of other areas, like especially the research marketing side was not really Riwi's strength. You started adding CoolTool, it opens up a whole new customer segment. Things like understanding packaging research, or the buyer journey for an e-commerce site, UI, UX research. There's so many different areas that CoolTool opens up. And part of it is going to be learning, and the cross-training between the team. So integration, as you said, is key. Not only technical integration, but knowledge sharing across the teams. How do we position this? How do we share these great technology we have, and then also take these services that we now offer on a global basis, and again, really make it international. So historically, really 75-80% of our business was done internationally, right? And we're going more and more in the US. We're trying to also expand more in China and other places. But CoolTool offers us these other areas and the other vectors of growth, which I think is going to be incredibly exciting. And on a personal level, I'm just so excited to learn from Dmitry and the rest of the team. The things they do is so different than what Riwi has historically done, that it's exciting. And I can tell you the energy we see within Riwi after the acquisition is incredible, as Dmitry has indicated, because everyone is interested in being cross-trained and learn from each other. And I think that's, from a culture perspective, acquisitions, either succeed or fail based on culture. And we're seeing a really strong synergy on culture. And so again, we're so thrilled about this.
Very cool. Very, very cool. It does my heart good to hear that. So, Dmitry, how about, because I know you're Mr. Visionary, right?
Good.
I mean, always thinking about the future, and you've got a lot of work in front of you to do everything that Greg just talked about. But but what's in the back of your mind of thinking, we're going to get all this done, and then we're going to kick ass with
okay, maybe not.
Next,
maybe not in this interview, Lenny. Sorry.
You don't want to give it away.
Give us some time. But I would say Greg is a little bit shy to mention Riwi, a great customer success and sales team, which is very like for us. This story provides really good hope that, especially in this age where the speed of these changes in the industry is so fast. Now we have not only all necessary ingredients, but also great spirit, goodwill, and most importantly, resources to develop those things we discussed. So it will be available soon. But even during this week, we generated so many great, even like ideas nobody think before this, before the moment we joined forces. So it's really exciting at this stage. And yes, for us, this is the most important part is finally have enough resources to develop great things for our clients and for industry, and not only develop but also deliver them. This is very important to deliver, to serve, to perfect some stuff. This is very important part, because we were innovating for 10 years, but those innovations, to be honest, were appreciated by not that big part of the world, market research world. We were still small team. Right now, when we joined forces, we have fantastic resources and fantastic team together to grow this innovation.
It's interesting, Lenny. I think Dmitry touched on customer service, and Riwi grew 50% last year. And the reason we grew 50% is not just because we have this great technology. It's because of the customer service team. And we give a lot of credit to our customer success team, our implementation, our project managers that really go above and beyond to make sure our customers always get what they need. And I think the other thing that we're seeing in the industry, and I'm sure you see this more than anybody, is scale matters. Right? Customers would rather not have to deal with 5 vendors. If they can deal with one vendor that can handle their sample, their system, their programming, their analysis and report writing, and just going even beyond that into other types of solutions, social media listening, other things. If they can have one neck to choke across everything, that's their preference. And so we are really trying to build out this end-to-end market research platform so that our customers, not only our end customers, but the market research firms that we work with, can leverage us in multiple dimensions. They can use us for a piece, or they can use this for everything. But we want to be the one-stop shop so that, again, we become the easy button. Staples, to find the easy button.
Yep.
You want to get this done, you want to get this result, you want to understand something. How do you do it? You press the easy button. You press Riwi.
Very cool. That was now you really, as a CEO, you should also be the CMO, Greg. I mean, I think with that type of thinking. All right, I want to be conscious of your time as well as the audience. So, final question from each of you: where are you finding inspiration today, whether business or not? Right? What are you doing that just refreshes and recharges those juices and gets you going for thinking about all the opportunities ahead? So, Dmitry, you first, and then we'll end with Greg.
Very interesting question. Okay, so probably first of all from my kids. So my kids is a big source of inspiration and also the source of sort of like responsibility, I would say. So you need to think twice before you do something, and how you will explain those skills. Those kids are really like smart and already asking like right questions. So I need to be prepared, and like everything what I'm doing like for my family too. So this is like first biggest source of inspiration. The second one will be actually like probably recognizing that moment for in industry, because I was always, to be honest, a little bit irritated by the scale of changes in our industry. It's very traditional and nothing was changed for years. Right now, it's really good to see how it's changing and bring in expertise from other sectors and to see how those different AI projects in different other areas growing to bring it here. It's just great fun to do, and when you have fun from what you're doing, is like just it's a right thing. And the third one probably will be the ocean. So the ocean is like I always dreamed to live near the ocean, and right now I live near the ocean. And ocean is actually full of energy, and it like kind of limitless. So for me, this is like when I need energy, when I need some inspiration, I go to the ocean. Just like little walk or a little run, and I'm recharged.
Very cool. So the benefits of living in Portugal. So
Yep.
yeah. All right, Greg, how about you?
Yeah, I don't think my answer is quite as good as Dmitry's, but I think my inspiration is really coming from two places. First, it's our employees. I talk to our employees and I learn every single day from them. They're doing amazing work and great projects. And when we talk about the work we're doing, we talk about what we're actually accomplishing for our customers. I find that incredibly interesting, and not only the work, but even their personal stories, right? So I think that's great. The second thing is our customers. We have a lot of customers in a lot of different areas, and for some people, we help them with better marketing research. But we also have a segment of customers, our international development customers, where we're doing really impactful work, right? We're doing things on gender-based violence. We're doing things on women's rights. We're doing things on migration patterns in various countries, on food safety, water safety. This work that we're collecting data and providing information. We're just part of a much larger machine. But when this USAID or World Food Program type work that we're just a part of, we're helping actually make impact. And for me, I've my entire career, I've worked in data management, e-commerce, software, ERP, all these things, always about helping other people make money. And listen, I love that. I'm passionate about it. But one of the reasons I joined Riwi was because we actually make an impact on the world, social impact. And it's the first time in my career, and something that I really wanted is that when I look back at the end, I can say we've grown Riwi, we've done great for our shareholders, but we've actually left lasting impact in a lot of these areas in a number of countries. And for me, that's actually important. And I get a lot of inspiration from seeing the results of that work and seeing what our customers come back and tell us we helped them accomplish.
Yeah. So, audience, if you're not following Riwi on LinkedIn, really encourage you to, because you guys are great with always sharing the content related to that piece of things, right? I mean, it's just a steady flow, and even being connected to the business, I'm often surprised, like, damn, we did that. That's really cool. So I get that. Guys, best of luck. Obviously, we're gonna stay in touch at a significant level, but for our audience, pay attention. These guys are going to change the world. They've already done really, really cool things, and I'm think it would be a really bad bet to bet against them. So
I agree.
So there you go. Greg, Dmitry, thank you so much. Best of luck. Audience, thanks for tuning in, and that's it for this edition of the CEO series. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Lenny.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.